Attention all anatomy aficionados. This is the anatomy of a muscle. Muscle is a soft tissue, one of the 4 basic types of animal tissue. Muscle tissue gives skeletal muscles the ability to contract. Muscle is formed during embryonic development, in a process known as myogenesis. Muscle tissue contains special contractile proteins called actin and myosin which interact to cause movement. Among many other muscle proteins present are 2 regulatory proteins, troponin and tropomyosin. Muscle tissue varies with function and location in the body. In vertebrates the 3 types are skeletal or striated, smooth muscle or non-striated muscle, and cardiac muscle. Skeletal muscle tissue consists of elongated, multinucleate muscle cells called muscle fibers, and is responsible for movements of the body. Other tissues in skeletal muscle include tendons and perimysium. Smooth and cardiac muscle contract involuntarily, without conscious intervention. These muscle types may be activated both through the interaction of the central nervous system as well as by receiving innervation from peripheral plexus or endocrine or hormonal activation. Striated or skeletal muscle only contracts voluntarily, upon the influence of the central nervous system. Reflexes are a form of non-conscious activation of skeletal muscles, but nonetheless arise through activation of the central nervous system, albeit not engaging cortical structures until after the contraction has occurred. The different muscle types vary in their response to neurotransmitters and hormones such as acetylcholine, noradrenaline, adrenaline, and nitric oxide depending on muscle type and the exact location of the muscle. There are 3 types of muscle tissue in vertebrates: skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. Skeletal and cardiac muscle are types of striated muscle tissue. Smooth muscle is non-striated. There are 3 types of muscle tissue in invertebrates that are based on their pattern of striation: transversely striated, obliquely striated, and smooth muscle. In arthropods there is no smooth muscle. The transversely striated type is the most similar to the skeletal muscle in vertebrates. Vertebrate skeletal muscle tissue is an elongated striated muscle tissue with the fibers ranging in width from 3 to 8 micrometers and in length from 18 to 200 micrometers. In the uterine wall during pregnancy they enlarge in length from 70 to 500 micrometers. Skeletal striated muscle tissue is arranged in regular, parallel bundles of myofibrils containing the many contractile units known as sarcomeres, which give the tissue its striated or striped appearance. Skeletal muscle is voluntary muscle anchored by tendons or sometimes by aponeuroses to bones, and is used to affect skeletal movement such as locomotion and to maintain posture. Postural control is generally maintained as an unconscious reflex, but the muscles responsible can also react to conscious control. An average adult man is made up of 42% of skeletal muscle as a percentage of body mass, and an average adult woman is made up of 36%. Cardiac muscle tissue is found only in the walls of the heart as myocardium, and is an involuntary muscle controlled by the autonomic nervous system. Cardiac muscle tissue is striated like skeletal muscle, containing contractile units called sarcomeres in highly regular arrangements of bundles. While skeletal muscles are arranged in regular, parallel bundles, cardiac muscle connects at branching, irregular angles known as intercalated discs. Smooth muscle tissue is non-striated and involuntary. Smooth muscle is found within the walls of organs and structures such as the esophagus, stomach, intestines, bronchi, uterus, urethra, bladder, blood vessels, and the erector pili in the skin which controls the erection of body hair. That's all for now. Thanks for listening. Please comment and subscribe for more anatomy videos. Goodbye.